just came out of a 10-day protest against hunger and bad governance. And within that period, the president has bought a new Escalade. The president has launched a jet. It simply shows you that this government is trying to tell Nigerians go to hell. They don't care about
like you can't do more than a dead rat.
Exactly. Sorry, they keep playing into the hands of these wicked politicians. So what it means is that as of today, the judiciary, the legislative have become departments of the executive. So what the political class is doing is positioning their family members to ensure that they keep holding the ordinary Nigerians down. That's just it. When it will happen, I hope they're all awake and not asleep when it happens.
This is Precious Seyi TV. It's always a delight to be with you every time. So today I came with a scoop that is scooper than all scoops. So did you know that there may be some involvement of Seyi Tinubu, the son of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the son of the Chagoury group, that is the owners of Hitech, you know, that is the people who get a co-hotel. Well, in case you don't know, now them still be the people who they handle that Eco Atlantic project, will be the most expensive property or the most expensive land space for Lagos State. Yes. So there's an involvement between Seyi Tinubu and the son of the man, the owner, whose name is Ronald Chagoury Jr., in what may likely look like the 13 billion naira Lagos-Calabar coastal highway. Ever wondered why the highway was the contract to the highway was awarded in such a hurry, secrecy, no open bidding, no nothing, and they just picked the Hitech company owned by the Chagoury brothers? Oh, some people said, oh, because they have handled the Atlantic before, so they understand our waterways, they understand how to fight the storm and how to fight the tempest of the water. Well, the gist don't laugh because the scoop plenty. The gist even has it that Seyi Tinubu and Ronald Chagoury Jr. registered a company, I think as far back as 2018 or 2008 thereabouts, at the British Virgin Islands, that they both own those companies. Well, as a matter of principle and their laws over there in terms of privacy for such documentations, the contract has refused to make, to expose the details of that document. But there is a leaked document, according to reports by Premium Times and other newspapers, that there is a document that involves Seyi Tinubu and the son of Chagoury in that business ownership. So that is to say, indirectly, it may look like this $13 billion Lagos-Calabar coastal highway, which by the way is in contention now, they drag them for court. It gets the president's son and they inside. Tell me the meaning of corruption again, let me know. Corruption and when you use your position, use favor yourself or anybody with that around you for something. That one follow for corruption. Well, I'm not hearing that. I'm here with my G, Prince Francis Chilaka. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, so let's go. Are you surprised, first of all, with this news?
Well,
more like wonders shall never end, right?
No, let me take it from a very different angle. Over the years, those who claim to be leaders, those who claim to have fought for democracy, those who claim to be for the masses, have kept doing one thing, and that is killing our educational system. They have tried so hard to ensure that the children of the ordinary Nigerians don't have the same kind of education their children have. Why? Because they are preparing their own children to take over from them. And in doing
that,
the
master-servant relationship will continue.
Exactly. So in doing that, they're doing everything within their powers to ensure that the masses don't get their children educated. That's why first of all, they killed all the public schools, and gradually the federal universities are getting grounded, and then you have a lot of private universities coming up. And these same private universities are also owned by the bourgeois in the society, in such a way that it's difficult for the child of the ordinary Nigerian to have quality education. But having said that, You know, when this president came to power, Seyi Tinubu was very prominent everywhere. All the
Very active.
Yes, all the various travels the president was making, he was always there. You know, even when at a point in time he was being introduced, you know, even before the ministers. And I think a lot of people.
Saudi Arabia is a case study, right?
Yeah, a lot of people raised eyebrow, and you know, at a point he was also attending the the Federal Executive Council until you know the president had to stop him and some others, and you know it brings to question the issue of integrity in this administration. What is the role of the son of the president in everything that is going on? Why should his name come up? We talked about Malta. Don't forget, the Tinubu's name came out. We're talking about
the entire Tinubu's family.
Now we're talking about this Chagoury and others. The Tinubu's names are coming out. What is it? Don't forget that in 2000, Chagoury was a henchman, so to say, for the Abacha.
2019.
Well, but I know it extended to 2000 or thereabout. And also
because we got into this current democracy in 1999.
So don't also forget that this same president wants Nigerians to believe that he was fighting Abacha. Now, how can you be fighting Abacha and yet those who are said to be responsible for helping him loot the country are your close allies? And something is wrong somewhere.
Because Chagoury was indicted in Switzerland. You know, he was fingered in Switzerland with some Abacha issue.
Including, don't forget that your minister for economy.
Budgets and national economy.
Yes, is also somebody that has been pointed at as being one of those who helped to move Abacha's fund.
I think about well, it was all over the news. Even Bloomberg carried him when they made him minister. I not be this man be the bagman of Abacha. So now they carry go make minister.
So now the question is, why is this presidency so? Why is this presidency eating from the same plate with those who have been, found to have aided in siphoning funds from Nigeria? It's a lot of.
And then even though the president said he fought for democracy. So he was fighting the military for democracy. But are you saying that while he was fighting the military for democracy, he was also conniving with the military?
That is what it looks like. Because you can't tell me that you can't be fighting my enemy to my face and dining with him behind. Because that's what's playing out right now. So this government has a lot of baggages and they have a lot of explanations for the Nigerian people. But it's unfortunate that, we're in a country where accountability is zero, transparency is not even talked about, and then when you begin to question government actions, they see you as opposition, they see you as somebody who does not like the president. That's the language they're using now, that you hate the president. No, nobody hates this president. Nobody in his right mind would hate the president, but what people hate is the steps, actions that this presidency is showing to Nigeria.
Could one of those steps be the fact that the country is impoverished without funds? People are hungry. There is no money to. We said we don't have money to pay for subsidy, but we hear that we're paying the most in subsidy so far. And then we also hear that there is no money. By the way, the president has just launched his big boy jets that he bought for over 150 billion naira. Imagine what that money would have done to the economy of Nigeria. And then, of course, with his brand new Tiaraba Escalade, of course, he will be customized to, ensure that it's befitting of a president. And are you speaking about all of that?
What is befitting of the president? What makes
not befitting of
what makes you a president of a nation is your ability to take care of the people of your country. If we just came out of a 10-day protest against hunger and bad governance, and within that period, the president has bought a new Escalade, the president has launched a new jet, it simply shows you that this government is trying to tell Nigerians go to hell. They don't care about
you can't do more than a dead rat.
Exactly. And now people are not asking questions. How did they get the money to pay for this?
Oh, how did they get
Who
the money?
appropriated it?
But you remember Kwame had said that the president had not requested for money for rejected, but if he does, he will get a speedy consent.
So in other words, there was a verbal approval.
So is it
Or a
possible?
tactical approval.
So is it, do you mean, or could it be that it's also possible that the bill was secretly passed by the House without making it public? Remember that just recently, the Senate streamlined the number of, in fact, the National Assembly generally streamlined the number of media houses that covers the proceedings of the National Assembly. So do you not think that perhaps it would have happened, but then they hushed it, they ensured that the media houses present did not make it public?
Well,
how about that?
What is playing out in Nigeria today is the fact that the leaders do not realize that sovereignty belongs to the people. They do not realize the power of the people. And unfortunately, Nigerian people keep playing into the gallery. They keep playing into the hands of these wicked politicians. Because with everything that's happening today, if there's an election tomorrow, you will still see people who would come out carrying placard, fighting for those who are holding them down and oppressing them. We all, as Nigerians, we know how Akpabio got into the Senate. We also know the role the presidency played in ensuring that he's the Senate president. So what it means is that as of today, the judiciary, the legislative have become, how do I put it? They become departments of the executive. They are no longer functioning as independent as they should.
So that means they're no longer checkmating.
There's no checkmating going
the executive.
on. No, they're not.
So they're not working in synergy.
Not working.
What does that
taking instructions.
mean?
Working in synergy is a different thing. But now they are taking instructions from the executive.
Ouch. So what's in that on for democracy? What should that
It means that we're not even practicing democracy. Because don't forget,
he said democracy
is all about the people. See, when people say this president fought for democracy, what has this president done since he came to power to show you he's a Democrat?
What has he not done?
Write to me. Let me know.
So what has he not done? I don't know what he's done that is.
You come to power, the first thing you do is to put suffering on the people by saying subsidy is gone. The subsidy is gone is why we are where we are today.
But we're still paying subsidy according to evidence.
Well,
over 5 trillion naira is what we may end up paying in 2024.
Now the question is, who are the beneficiaries of this subsidy? If during the campaigns, Peter Obi said subsidy is a scam, Atiku said subsidy is a scam, Bola Tinubu crowned it by saying subsidy is a scam and subsidy is gone. Who are these scammers? Why is it that the EFCC have not been able to round up these scammers as they round up Yahoo boys?
Have they caught Yahaya Bello? Should people will start with Yahaya Bello first?
Let us even leave Yahaya Bello. Because by and large, he's enjoying the immunity of his stooge, who is the governor today. But the question is, why is it that EFCC and DSS, in less than 24 hours after it was announced that there was going to be a protest, #End Bad Governance, they got the names of the sponsors, they got their bank accounts, they got their home addresses, they got their telephone numbers, they got everything about them, including the phone numbers of their side chicks. But we're talking about those who are daily scamming this country, those who are living off the wealth of the nation. Nobody has been arrested. Nobody has been prosecuted. Now you're going to pay how many trillions? 5 or 6 trillions as subsidy. Who are these beneficiaries? We should know who they are.
So the multi-refineries and all that, the beneficiaries?
We should know.
After
all, we have how many refineries in Nigeria? 3 or 4. None is functioning. Don't you think that what this presidency would have done, first and foremost, was to declare emergency in that sector?
Well, they've agreed to sell crude oil to Dangote in Naira, so that's the
thing. They said, please stop this. Please stop this. Let them stop gaslighting us. What do you mean they've agreed to sell crude oil to Dangote? Must the government be told to do the right thing? Why is it that everybody is talking about Dangote refinery? Why are we not talking about NNPC? We have an institution, an organization that is meant to manage our own refinery, indigenous refinery. Why is nobody talking about it? Yet, people are earning salaries. People are going on trips. People are earning leave allowance. People are earning hazard allowance under the same structure.
So now, what's this whole thing about acquiring these new jets, the Escalade? Oh, I even forgot that. Remember, there is a terrorism, charge, or more like a charge, a terrorism accusation on Georgia. I don't even understand what is going on with the Georgia case. How did he become one of the solid terrorism sponsors? Remember, we still have 40 names that was given by the United Arab Emirates to the past administration.
40 names or 400 names?
400 names. Yeah. 400.
You see, this is. I keep telling people that we're in a system, or we're in a government where you dare not say the truth, you dare not challenge the government, you just obey. And you know, is it not laughable that suddenly NLC chairman is being picked up or is being invited and being said, "Oh, we're suspecting you're sponsoring terrorists." Yet, people have given you, a country has given you the name of 400 Nigerians. You have not arrested bandits.
Bello told you the bandit that was
has accused your minister
too many times, and he's in that administration, and they've not even called him to say, "Oh, come Matawale, come." Even the presidency has not responded to it appropriately to say that this our minister that is going through this thing, and please, can you step aside? Let's investigate this against you.
Well, when you say step aside, I should be asking, where is better into?
Still stepped aside.
What has the case? Where have we got to with the case?
She's just assigned.
She's just assigned.
Just assigned.
So I don't know. This whole thing is sad. It is so painful that today Nigeria has turned into a cracked pot with all its contents slipping out gradually.
So
and all the elders of the land are watching. But the only thing they could do is to pass a vote of confidence on non-performance.
Let's not go there. So just to round it up, this whole profligacy, like some people will call it, and in-depth corruption, the ownership of a business name, the business by the Chagoury's son and the son of the president, the fact that it is Seyi and his friend that may actually be the real awardees of the contracts by the Lagos-Calabar highway contract, which is 13 billion, which, by the way, a lot of people have complained that is overbloated, because even the most difficult contracts built in the most difficult terrain elsewhere in the world is not that pricey.
Okay. It says that contract is incremental.
Yes, that meaning that as weather changes, as things changes, the figure may go up. So
the figure will be going up.
So what does this portend? And then in all of this, the president is acquiring his new toys, that of the president, the jet, the new Escalade, and all that. They seem not to bother. What is the end point of this?
What it portends is like what is happening in Nigeria in general, where today the outgoing Chief Justice of the Federation has positioned his family members from one court to the other. They are there. The Minister of FCT has positioned the wife. So what the political class is doing is positioning their family members to ensure that they keep holding the ordinary Nigerians down. That's just it. So it's not about Seyi Tinubu. It's not about anybody. It's just about the mindset.
So how long do we continue like this?
The people will decide that.
So what can the people do?
What can the people do? The people need to take that power.
How can they take that?
They know how to take it back.
How can they take it?
They know how to take it back.
You don't want to say something?
They know how to take it back. And I'm telling you, we just had a protest, isn't it? The next one you will have, God will save this country.
Are you sure?
Nigerians
are weak. Remember
they
discussed that already. There were allegations that they discussed it that Nigerians don't have staying power. They will just protest and they'll go back home. And that's exactly what happened.
When EndSARS happened, was anybody informed? Nobody was told that there was going to be a protest. Every protest that survived or that succeeded in any country is not announced.
But remember, they also have plans to infiltrate them, ensure that they kill people, and they now they kill people, then they accuse them, and they shoot everybody. Everybody scatters.
Don't forget that the police and the army that will shoot, their family members too, are suffering the hunger and pain and penury in the land.
But they're still helping and aiding development.
So you watch and see.
All right, thank you.
When it will happen, you will come back to this place and say, I told you that when it will happen, I hope you're all awake and not asleep when you're.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Francis Chilaka. Always a pleasure to be with you and then talk the Nigerian cause. And we do hope that one day our talks will, bring forth improvement and the development that we all desire for, and the change, most especially, that we desire. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well, you've heard us. Kindly subscribe, like, and of course, drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.